It's Wednesday, November 8th, 2023, just after 12 o'clock noon. I'm shooting from about 45 feet up at UCSB Campus Point parking lot number 6. It's about 75 out. I guess the water temperature is around 64 based on the last time I looked. Humidity's I think around 30%, maybe a little less. So that's Santa Barbara Mesa down there on the left. Mesa Lane Point at 6.5 miles, and then Mussel Shoals behind it there at 23 miles. There's not much wind right now. You can see it's pretty glassy. Kind of amazing how much jitter there is in the whole image. Even sometimes the relative, the Mesa Lane cliff there relative to the background moves independently. Kind of interesting. I don't think this is wind related at all. Here comes a sailboat, probably coming straight out of the harbor. Harbor's down there about 8.5 miles. Globe horizon would be at about 8.2 miles from my elevation here. We'll head on down toward Ventura here. Autofocus is going in and out. So that's platform Hogan at 17.8 miles. Come on back. So Hogan's right there in the middle, and then Houchin right there below Conejo Mountain at 51 miles and 1,800 foot elevation. And there's platform Henry with the Never Ever Ridge behind it there. Saddle Peak up to the right, 71 miles, 2789 foot elevation. The ridge right there in front of the North Peak of Saddle Peak is around 900 feet. But in general, that whole ridge I call the Never Ever Ridge is around 1,000 feet at 50 miles all the way across here before it rises up, before you get to Conejo Mountain over there. That should be below the horizon nominally. It never is, ever. So we know the top of that ridge is 900 feet. And we can see most all of it except the bottom part, which is being obscured optically from refraction. Most likely it's the warm air under cooler air aloft type of refraction, which I can verify with the skew T plots that are down. The closest ones are at Oxnard, where they start at like, I don't know, 700-800 feet, 900 foot elevation, but there's one down there off of Magoo Naval Air Station that they take every couple hours that starts at 56 foot elevation, which is about half the height of the rigs down there, not including the cranes. Across the Conejo here. Again, those ridges are like 55 miles and 2,800 feet to 3,000 foot elevation. There's Platform Hill House at 14.6 miles. Again, the globe horizon should be at 8.2 miles. There's Platform A, the site of the 1969 famous oil spill. Platform B. And Platform C at 13.1 miles. Can't really tell if I can see the crossbars along the bottom there. Maybe I can. So those crossbars are about 15 feet above the water nominally. And we're at about a mid-tide right now, I guess. Maybe around a 3-foot tide. So yeah, if you can see them, they should be below the horizon, an 8.2 mile horizon, but we're at 13.1 here. And across the ridge here past La Jolla there, and Laguna Peak there with the domes on it. That's the peak to the right. And then Magoo Peak here at 50 miles, 1,260 foot elevation. Again, we're seeing most all of it, except the bottom, maybe 100 feet or so. I can't see the land that sticks out to the right to Magoo Naval Air Station, or Naval Air Station Ventura, or whatever it's called now. But that land out there is about 60 foot elevation all the way across to the base of the mountain. But that's cut off in the optical refraction effects again along the surface. It sticks out there, probably even to the right of the camera frame right now. And we can see it occasionally when the conditions are right and the refraction is less. Again, the upper 4. Lower 3. With Conejo Mountain right in the middle. There's a surf lesson going on down in the water right in front of me. So I got a bunch of beginners getting little waves like knee to waist high and just having a ball. All right, over and out, y'all.